Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 5070 in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Beta. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. I'm running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs here in Tech Power-Ups, GPU Z, and over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32 gigabytes of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go for the settings first. I'm starting at 1440p resolution, and we're also going to play this one at 1080p and 4K in this video. And I'm playing on the Ultra settings preset, not Extreme, because Ultra is just better when it comes to FPS and visuals. It looks basically the same as Extreme, and it also gets you like 20 more FPS than Extreme. So this is it, guys. I'm also going to disable depth of field here, which introduces a lot of noise to the picture in this one. And let's play the game now. Okay, here we have it, guys. Let's start counting our FPS. Go in this direction, otherwise we're just gonna be sniped to death, basically. And as I was saying, in the settings menu, you get a little bit higher FPS here using the Ultra settings compared to Extreme. I first started it on Extreme. I was getting like closer to 100 FPS, 100 to 110 most of the time, up into the 120s, very few times. But here, it's 130s, 140s, 120s. Yeah, it's a little bit more stable on like a 144 Hertz monitor at 1440p resolution. My gosh. Okay, it still fluctuates a little bit, as you saw there. It dropped to like 90 frames per second. But yeah, it's a pretty enjoyable experience, obviously, here with this GPU, and it would be pretty much the same on like a 4070 Super as well, because these cards are very similar to each other. So yeah, for those of you who have one of those last generation better value GPUs, actually, like the 4070 Super was a really good value card back when it released. Yeah, you're gonna get around 130 FPS, Ultra settings, 1440p. Also, this is at 1440p native resolution with NIS native, of course. That's just sharpening the image. It's not using the upscaling part of NIS. And I feel like this is the best sharpening available in the game right now, because Fidelity FX CAS, which is also a very popular way of sharpening the game in Call of Duty titles, that is. Oh my god, so many. Okay, at least we got two of them there. It's still a little bit softer with that Fidelity FX CAS, basically. So I prefer to use NIS here. It also gets pretty similar FPS as DLSS 4 with transformer model on quality. DLSS 4 usually gets like 10 more FPS, so basically the same stuff. And it's also going to be a little bit softer than this since it's upscaling. You know, this is not upscaling, this is just... come on, revenge, finally! I got this guy. Hey, hello. Okay, we're good. No, there he is again. Flipping hell, mate. This guy's always getting me. Anyway, let's go, guys. Forge. Okay, let's forge something out here. Maybe a kill streak? Oh, yes, I do have kill streaks, actually. I forgot about those. There was an enemy there. Got him. Good. That was pretty bad, though, but we got him. My god. Oh, my god. Yeah, guys, this is pretty good of an experience here, obviously, as it should be with a 5070 tier GPU, but I feel like the game is optimized, but it could be a little bit better, honestly. I thought the 5070 was going to do a little bit better of a job in this title, since in Battlefield 6 Beta, it did pretty much these results, you know, it got these... Oh, grenades, man. It got around these results at 1440p Ultra settings, if I'm remembering correctly, and that game is big map, of course, with a ton of players, 64 players running around. This is just a small map with 6v6. It's not that impressive, and again, I was thinking, after seeing the other GPUs that I tried so far, the 4060 and the 5090, I thought this was going to be a little bit faster on the 5070 here. Maybe get like 144 all of the time at Ultra settings. That's not quite what we get here, is it? Unfortunately. Yeah, come on. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it there, guys. And I want to try a little bit of DLSS now, not the frame generation. Frame generation sucks in multiplayer shooters. All right, let's do quality with the transformer model. We're getting 110 FPS there without the quality DLSS, but this is in the menu though. And look at that. Same thing in the menu, we're getting 110, okay? See, DLSS quality does look a little bit better in terms of anti-aliasing than the NIS native. even though this isn't native resolution. Once again, like if you look at the weapon now, there is a lot less noise than previously. There is basically no aliasing on those things, those little rails on top of the weapon, those, yes, whatever the crap that is, I don't know the name, okay? But yeah, it's getting pretty much the same FPS. That's a bit underwhelming, once again, from DLSS. But yeah, it's not at 1440p native anymore, it's at 960p and being upscaled to 1440p, and it still looks 1440p to me. Like, it looks like native resolution, honestly. It looks better than NIS sharpening enabled over native res, honestly. But it's still a lower resolution, so it should get higher FPS than native resolution with NIS, right? But that's not the case here in the Call of Duty titles, apparently. Some other older Call of Duties also suffer from the same thing. Okay, no, you camping bastard, alright. Oh, you scared the hell out of me, dude. But I got him. Alright, kill that guy. No, there's another. Gosh, I just killed this guy, didn't I? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. They're all looking the same to me. Let's go. Come on. Okay, there's another one there. Ooh, boy. I'm low HP. I'm gonna throw a grenade there. Alright, just because. Oh my, look at this guy. Alright, and the defeat is ours, of course. This was not a very good game. We still finished first place in our team, though, with 26 kills, but could have been better. Let's drop it down to 1920 by 1080 resolution. Here we go, the 1080p resolution is now applied. We're back to NIS on native here, all right? So native 1080p resolution again, and we're using the ultra settings still. You know what, guys? It might be about time for us to start customizing the weapons and adding attachments and so on. Yeah, you know, I gotta do that because I'm still with the default one here. All right. Oh, boy. There we go. We're not doing too badly with it, but we could be doing better, right? 100 or 200 FPS there. That's actually pretty crazy. Okay. All right. We got one here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh boy, what is going on? Where are they? We're good. Oh, grenades. I'm just gonna throw one myself. Another one there, stun grenade or whatever. Oh, and of course we get killed one shot, basically. Let's see how he killed us. Actually, look at that. What the? Like, that weapon is really good, especially if you customize it, but okay. I'm still keeping this one. My god. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the loadouts. Maybe I should switch it. Okay, let's go with this. This is an SMG now. Now, this map, I'm not sure if it is more intensive. I don't think it is than the previous one. But there are some areas where it can drop a little bit more. And it's more beautiful as well. So it should be more intensive, maybe. I don't know. At least, like, the water over here looks really good. What is this? What the hell is that? I'm so confused. What the? Stop that! Okay, so my weapon sucks. We should move on to another one. Okay, this is the weapon that I wanted. They're killing everyone like with 3 shots in this weapon. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy, look at that. Yeah, this is the one, definitely. Oh, hello, Jack. How are you going? Let me just go here. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's another one. All right. What is this? Oh, I got the device. I gotta grab the device and put it somewhere. Probably in my base. So I'm just figuring out what I'm playing here. What mode I'm playing, that is. Oh, man. Come on. There we go. All right. I like the silencer here on this weapon as well. Not too bad. Let's go up there. Oh, I jumped. I double jumped on the wall there. Oh, man. Jeez, these guys are so fast. Again, it's not for me, guys. All right, don't judge. Don't judge. I'm testing the GPUs here, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Call of Duty. Okay, this is just way too quick. Way too quick. I'm old for this. Come on. Let's go. 140s. If I concentrate, I can actually do well, or better at least. But I gotta talk to you about the performance at the same time, and then I suck at it. And then I get comments like, oh, come on, there we go. Like, oh, the old man just can't play Call of Duty. I'm not that old, first of all, but it's very hard. You try playing Call of Duty while talking about performance, all right? Reload. So there's a lot more noise that's noticeable here at 1080p resolution than before at 1440p. That's obvious because 1440p is 78% higher over resolution than 1080p, so it makes sense, right? Wait a second, there's a guy there. EMPs and so on. All right, we got this. There we go, another one down. Boy, okay. There was a grenade there as well. It got us, actually. Oh, wait, best play is mine? Look at that, my friends. So I'm not that bad after all. Got this one here. Did I do anything else? No, it was a double kill was the best play? What? How? But anyway, guys, this is a flawless experience at 1080p resolution, obviously. Let's try it with some DLSS on quality. I wouldn't really do this, although, damn, it actually looks better still than NIS. In a way, you know, it's not as sharp as NIS. It's not as detailed, I guess, but the anti-aliasing is definitely better. If you prefer the anti-aliasing look to the game, this will work quite well with DLSS on quality, even at 1080p resolution, which is kind of unexpected, honestly. I thought that wasn't going to be the case. Okay, so this is their base over here, apparently. Okay, wait. Oh, there's the guy there, of course. Yeah, I thought my boys were helping me already, but no. It's dropping to around the same FPS. It's actually getting pretty much the same frame rates. So once again, this just comes down to personal preference. Do you prefer a little bit sharper of an image, or do you prefer the anti-aliasing that comes with DLSS, with the transformer model on quality as well? Okay, so this basically comes down to personal preference, I think. In terms of FPS, it's basically the same thing, so you just gotta decide if you like the sharpness and aliased look coming from NIS native, or if you decide to go with like Fidelity FX CAS, for example. That's also a way to play the game, although it's softer than NIS. Alright, I got the thing now, Where should I go? Over there, maybe? I can't read things. Hello? Here? There we go, we got this. Nice, we did something. I don't quite know what I did, but we did it. Also, if you're wondering about lower settings, obviously you can get higher FPS and competitive experiences with that and the 5070 over here. It's going to be awesome, but I'm gonna skip those settings for these beta videos because, well, it's a limited time beta. I think it's more important for us to cover more GPUs and to cover more settings. And you can already see, like, this GPU is awesome. Alright, so now we're up to 4K resolution, 3840 by 2160, using the same settings. NIS is set to native as well, and yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be a very good experience, because this isn't really a card meant for 4K gaming, but maybe it will surprise us. Alright, and indeed, it is surprising us, guys. Look at that, 90 FPS, close to it, 80 to 90 most of the time. Obviously, it will drop whenever we start finding people like that and we die. I noticed that when we die, it tends to drop quite a lot. Ooh, yeah. When I was shooting at that guy over there, dropping into the 60s, definitely very noticeable, guys. But I mean, if all you need is a 60 FPS experience, 60 plus, 4K native resolution with ultra settings in this game will actually get you that with the 5070. That's pretty nice. Better than what I was expecting. Once again, I thought it would drop into the 50s and maybe even 40s. Still getting like 60s on average, but instead we're getting 80s on average, which drops into the 60s. So this is nice. It's very smooth and playable indeed. There we go. Very nice. And as usual, the lower the frame rate that I'm getting, the better I play for some reason. It's really weird, so I'm looking forward to testing the GT 1030 next. Also, it did dip down there into the 50s when I died, by the way, but it was only when I died, not real gameplay, you know? Alright. Guy over there. Alright. Yeah, this weapon is really nice. Okay. I also got this one, better for long ranges. Well, slightly less short ranges, I guess, because Call of Duty maps never are long range, right? Oh boy, this guy over here. Come on. There we go. Nice. Up. Again, in terms of DLSS quality is going to achieve pretty much the same results as this. I will still try it for a little bit, but I think DLSS performance at 4K resolution, with the transformer model especially, looks pretty... Jesus Christ. It looks pretty much the same as native resolution here. It's really, really close, guys, and it should give us a good bump in performance, since it's DLSS performance, you know? Let's see... What's going on? The guy's still camping around there. I'm just gonna reload this. Wait. Freaking Chucky, man. I mean, it's his month, right? It's October, Halloween is coming, Chucky is going to get us all, and he's starting here in the Call of Duty beta. Oh, come on, bro! It's Chucky again! Oh, man. All right, I'm going to stop it right there, guys. Let's try it with that DLSS, all right, which is much needed here when you're playing games at 4K resolution with a 5070. But again, those FPS at native resolution show pretty good optimization, and I like it. It's better than I thought it would be, again. And with DLSS quality, sadly, freaking Chucky, dude, seriously. Again, FPS are very similar to what we saw previously, if not slightly worse, actually, right? Because it's already dropping into the 60s here. Yeah, man, it's so weird to see this. This is underwhelming for the DLSS quality. Like, the fact that you get the same FPS at native resolution as DLSS quality is just... It shows you that something isn't quite right with DLSS in this title. But hey, at least we got the option, once again, to play with DLSS performance. And this one, however, is very good. You do see a gain in performance compared to NIS native. Still not as big of a gain as I thought it would be. Like, we're getting 90s, so we're getting basically 10 more FPS than native resolution here. And now this is... My god, okay, we got this. And now this is 1080p being upscaled to 4K. Still looks better in terms of aliasing and anti-aliasing, basically, than what we saw with NIS. Just a sharpening filter over everything without anti-aliasing. Okay. This is getting to the point where the skill-based matchmaking thinks that I'm good for some reason. I don't know what I did for it to think that I'm good and put me against these people, but why not put me against noobs, please? I would like you so much more, game, if you put me against noobs. Oh, man, come on. All right. Oh, Sergio again. Let me see how this guy quickscopes. Look at that. Like, this is clearly a person who plays Call of Duty a lot. I don't. I never play Call of Duty. It's only for these videos. And like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. That game, yeah, I put a few hours into it. It was awesome. I really liked that one. But these futuristic ones are just not for me. Again. Oh, man. Okay. It's all good, though. It's all good. So this way, it shouldn't really drop down into the 60s that often. You can see 1% lows are in the 70s now. Oh, I'm just going to go. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go now. Okay, people? Where did he go? He's probably... Yes, he's right there. He came from behind me. He followed me until here. Yes. Okay. Okay. I can't even speak English properly right now. What is followed me until here? What? No. That doesn't work, Chris. That wasn't... God damn it! Okay. So, I'm a little bit done with this at this point. I think that's about it. Maybe I'm going to try a little bit of NIS, but with the resolution scaling enabled as well. Let's do, like, quality. Not ultra quality, quality NIS. So this should give us a substantial increase in performance. Yes, it does. So this is how DLSS should work. You know what? Surprisingly, it doesn't look too bad. What the hell? It doesn't look too bad in terms of graphics right now with quality NIS. If you stand still and look at the aliasing on the weapon and the noise and yeah, like over there, those little vegetation thingies, those have a ton of aliasing there. So it's definitely noticeable that you are at a lower resolution at this point. The upscaling tech of NIS is much worse than DLSS, of course, as well. So super noticeable. But whenever you are running around, killing people, getting killed by people a lot, you can't catch a breath, you know, and you're not going to notice those things. So the fact that we can get like 100 plus FPS now with that, damn, that was awesome, dude. Holy crap. Okay. But yeah, the fact that we can get 100 plus FPS now just by adjusting that a little bit is quite nice still. So with that said, thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.